Hello, welcome. I was wondering why I couldn't hear anything for a second. That's because I had the volume on my computer turned off. Yay me. I just want to make sure. Okay, I can't hear any echo. Woo, welcome. While I'm waiting for people to pop in, I'm just going to pull this up on my phone so I can see the chat. Hey, Mariel. Oh, there is a delay on, normally, but there's much more of a delay on StreamYard with what I used to stream. I saw your comment on my phone before before it popped up on there. Then I see Glenn's comment. How long is it going to take for that to pop up? Oh my goodness. I didn't realize how slow this was. Sorry, this is probably so not interesting. It's just the streaming software I use. It has its own little chat, so I don't have to have YouTube pulled up. But I just realized that it's so much more delayed compared to YouTube. Interesting. What's up, my horror bestie? I feel like that's how I need to read your username because you're your horror bestie. You know what I mean? Hey, Glenn. Welcome. Hello, Vicky from the future. Yeah. Sorry, if I keep looking down, it's like I'm looking at the delay because I see. Interesting. All right. Hey, Ben, I need to have it pulled up once I get into Letterboxd. That way I can see you guys talking. Hey, Ben. Hey, Terry. Oh my gosh, there's some new usernames in here. Hello. Hello, huh? Huh? I'm really sorry if I if I read your usernames literally. I'm sorry. Hey, Mindy. Hey, Jackie. Hey, Amber. What's up? Glad there's so many of you in here right now so we can start off with our game really quick. I thought I would just make this one simple and we'll do a couple horror trivia questions. And I was going to break out my trusty horror movie Trivial Pursuit thing, and I can't find it. I went looking in all the usual spots, and I honestly don't know where I put it. And we didn't even get halfway through that. I've been periodically using those trivia cards to play games and stuff, and I'll find it eventually. Thank you, Horror Cash. Thank you for the nightmare fuel. Jazz hands for the nightmare fuel. I appreciate it. It is, huh? Hello, Mike. Have you up on my phone and on my computer? Yeah, don't match at all. Okay. Glad to know it's not just me. Daisy fouling your plans again by hiding your stuff. I would believe that if she had thumbs. I don't think she took it and hid it. I guess I'll go check in her little toy box and see. If I find it in there, I'll let you guys know. So I just I found a couple trivia questions online. I tried to make sure that they were actually accurate beforehand. So fingers crossed that these are correct. Just like to play a little game before we get started. If you're new, because I see a couple of usernames I don't recognize. Doesn't mean you're brand new, but I just maybe haven't been to a live before. I have a running scoreboard right here because we like to play these little trivia games at the start of live streams, and I'm just racking up the points for you guys. Just keep an account, and the top 3, top 5 at the end of the year will get a prize. Most likely it's going to be an e-gift card to some horror merch site, surely, because that's the easiest to do and get it to everybody quickly. Love all the Daisy comments. You never know what Daisy might be up to. It's a great point. When she goes quiet in the house, that's when you know she's up to something because she's noisy. All right, Daisy is secretly an evil mastermind. Oh, goodness. Oh, hello from Australia. Hello, emotional reader. I'm also an emotional reader. Love that username. Hi, Eli. Never catch the live streams. Aw. I know it's I know. I gotta try and do some streams here or there that are better for everybody. There's not going to be a single time, unfortunately, that's good for everybody. But thank you for joining all the way across the globe. I appreciate it. Terry, first live in a long time. Welcome back. All right, let's do these questions. I tried to put them in order of, I think, easiest to hardest. We'll see. You guys surprise me, though. Sometimes you just bust right out with the correct answer. All right, there's 3 questions here. Get ready. Get your fingers on the keyboard. First question. These are just general horror movie trivia questions. I guess I should say right before. Anyways, first question. How many times does Count Orlok blink throughout the entirety of his appearance in Nosferatu? This is the original Nosferatu. I should have put the year. My bad. Just going to look at the chat on my phone. First one I see, Jackie Nunn. No. Mike Nunn. No. No, it's not 0. It's not none. You guys are close, but it's not. Oh, your horror bestie swooping in there once. The answer is once. One time. I think I saw when I was like fact checking it, it was like I saw something like he appears, it was like, I don't know how many times on screen, or it was a total of like so many minutes that he's on screen and he only blinks one time. Mike. Mike, I feel like I have to just put you on the board for that. He really went 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my god. I feel like I just want to put you on the board just for that. That was amazing. I mean, you were probably going to get it right if it was any of those numbers. So, oh, that was really funny. Okay, good job, your horror bestie. My horror bestie. I'm on the board for smart ad. Yeah, okay, I feel like it's got to happen now. All right, I'll make a special little category on the scoreboard for smart ass answers, and it'll just be Mike. All right, second question. Which popular horror film was inspired by real events that took place in Gainesville, Florida in the early 90s? Inspired by real events. I guess that's up for interpretation, I guess, how inspired by, but it is technically, I guess, a piece of trivia for this. Oh, Glenn swooped right in there. Scream. Good job. Yes, it was Scream. I think, I don't know if Glenn, you're already on the board, but I'm just writing down all y'all's names anyway. Kylo, Glenn. I'm just going to write down your username as it appears. Jeepers Creepers. Ben. Oh, I guess, I mean, cannibals do exist, so I guess there could be somebody going around eating people. But like every 23rd summer, every 23 years or whatever, doesn't really make any, like, one person couldn't do that. Yeah, it was Scream. I feel like it's not talked about as much because I don't think it's, it's not like officially advertised as like based on a true story, but apparently it was very loosely inspired by a really horrible massacre that happened in Gainesville. It's Florida. It could have happened. Sorry, normally I pop your guys' comments up here. It's Florida. It could have happened. I mean, it's true. It's true. All right, good job, Glenn. The dreaded Florida man. I know. It's a problem. Um, okay, last one. Last one. I feel like this one might be tricky, or it could just be me and I'm not good at trivia, so we'll see. Last question. What was the working title of Friday the 13th? It should just say of Friday the 13th, not of the Friday the 13th. My bad. Typing is hard. What was the working title of Friday the 13th? Oh, Mike, you are so close. I'll I'll give Mike a legitimate point unless somebody gets the full correct title. You're so close, Mike. Not not Pamela, not Stab, not Camp Silver Lake, not Camp Stab, not Blood Camp. Blood on Camp, Rabid Grannies. Mike, you went the opposite direction. I feel like Mike is just banking on nobody else getting it. The Camp of Blood, no. That's also kind of close. Camp Massacre, no. Blood Street, no. Camp Crystal Lake, no. Camp Fear. Camp with Blood, no. Also kind of close. Bloody Camp. I love. Oh, Glenn. Okay, Glenn technically got it right. Mike, you were so close with your first one. It was Long Night at Camp Blood. Camp with Mercury in retrograde. That would have been amazing. Cramps and Blood. Cramps and Blood. Oh my God, Jackie, that's amazing. I don't know if you meant to put cramps or if it was a typo, but either way. Nicely done, Glenn. All right, that's 2 for you. And like a half a point. Mike, you were so close. I'm still happy with my answer and the ultimate outcome. You were so close. Your first one. Oh, so close. Oh, I did. Okay. Campers with cramps. Oh my God. You guys are too much. I'm bad at trivia too. Don't worry. I do all sorts of different games at the beginning of streams though, so it's not always trivia. Sometimes I Photoshop book covers and make you guys guess them. We did that review game last time where I like took out all the identifying information from a review and you guys had to guess. That was fun. I just didn't have time to properly prepare that before this night's stream, but I have a 1.5 on the board and got 0 right. This is an awesome evening. All right, let's jump right into Letterboxd. Nice segue with Mike from Rotted Reviews there because, yeah, well, you'll see with the first movie I watched in the month of... Oh, wait, no, technically it's in... Oh, wait. We're going to talk about it anyway really quick. I don't know why I thought it was in March. It definitely wasn't in March. Sorry. You guys have no idea what I'm talking about. Alrighty. What is time? It's a construct. I was thinking because this was right at the top of my diary. I don't know why I just was like, oh yeah, it was March. So yeah. I thought I was going to have to talk about it more, not have to talk about it, but I linked Mike's channel at the top of the description. It should be there. I added it like right before I started the stream. Hopefully it's there. Because that's Mike's movie. Amityville Gas Chamber. Technically it's April though. So I guess, what's the protocol here? Do I not talk about it? In case anybody doesn't know, Mike rotted reviews in the chat. You should definitely subscribe to his channel, and he's got a new channel. He is undoubtedly the king of the Amityville franchise, for sure. We'll just talk about it anyway. So I already linked you in the description. So it's not a joke. I know it's on April 1st, but it's not a joke. Anytime, Mike. Anytime. We'll just talk about it again for the April wrap up. Hopefully I remember to link your channel in the description during that one too. Alrighty. So this should be relatively quick because I didn't watch a whole lot in March. I just didn't. It was mostly all movie challenge movies, which also I meant to do. Two of my patrons, Azul and Macabrella, I don't think I saw either of them in the chat, created movie challenges. And so this is what most of these are, and Patreon movie nights. So I'm going to click into this one really quick because I kind of don't even remember what this was. Oh, wait. Yeah, now I remember. Okay. Sorry, it took me a second because Aaron Eckhart. I don't know if anybody's seen this, but this was so bizarre. I don't know. I guess because of like the Dark Knight trilogy, I just thought like Aaron Eckhart was this like huge name actor. This sounds so mean, but like, and then to see him in this movie, which is so not good. I even completely forgot what this movie was about until I clicked in here. That's how bad this movie was. It's like some really bizarre like exorcism movie, but like mixed with like Inception, I guess. Aaron Eckhart like goes into possessed people's like dreams, I guess, for lack of a better term, to exorcise them. Yeah. He was really good in Thank You for Smoking. I haven't seen him in anything else other than the Dark Knight trilogy, so maybe that was my bad. But it was just, I don't know. It was really weird. He gave it his all, though. Like, I could tell he was trying. Hey, Shauna. Hey, Shauna. So that was that. I'm glad I got a little refresher there because I totally forgot what it was about. All right. Then I watched Ganjiam Haunted Asylum, which is going to be one of Girly Gore's, Felicia's picks for her horror movie club this month. She's doing Korean horror. Love Korean horror. But we watched this for a Patreon movie night. If you haven't seen this one, highly recommend it. I think it is just so good. Found footage Korean horror where it's like they're filming a web series of like haunted places. So they go to this like infamously haunted asylum, and as you can imagine, things go horribly wrong, and they're live streaming it the whole time, and there's some twists and turns, and it's so good. It's so good. So freaky. There's one part in there where it's like it lives rent free in my head in the worst way. Like I don't want it there, but I can't get a certain face out of my mind. I'm not going to show it or anything because it kind of spoilers, I guess. But I've been avoiding Ganjiam. It looked basic at first glance. Trust me, it's so good. I mean, it's okay if you watch it and you don't like it, but I think it's really good. And I think they really cleverly fix the problem of like, why don't they just drop the camera and run? Because that happens a lot in found footage horror movies. It gets to a point where it's just kind of unrealistic that the people are still filming. This movie solves that so easily. Like, I must have seen it, like, I know I've logged it only 3 times. I may have seen it at least 1 or 2 more times than that, but like every time I watch it, it freaks me out. When I was watching it for the Patreon movie night, I was like sat back like this and like covering my covering my eyes. It's really good. Highly recommend you check it out. If you want. It's in a lot of places. It's not scrolling where I wanted to. All right. I was trying to scroll down to where to watch, but it's in a lot of places, at least in the US. So hopefully it's available no matter what part of the world you're in somewhere. Really recommend that one. Ooh, I'm really excited that there's a few of you that haven't seen it yet. Like, you guys are just in for a treat. I hope you like it now, and I hope you don't go watch it and you're like angrily DMing me like, Vicky, you said this was so good. Not that that happens a lot or anything. Okay. I believe this one was also for a movie challenge. Oh, yep, it was, because I tagged it. Another Korean horror that had just been on my watch list forever. I know I'm way behind on this. Hashtag Alive. Do we call it Hashtag Alive, or is it just Alive? Korean zombie apocalypse movie. Well, I guess we don't really know if it's zombies, do we? It's just a virus. So we don't really know what's going on. And it follows this guy here in the poster who is trapped in his apartment when all this happens. So it's like, it's totally from his point of view. So we're not really getting any outside POV. So we don't know what's going on, but it's essentially zombies. Essentially. There's parts that are kind of like darkly funny. It's Korean horror, so it pulls at your heartstrings in a couple of parts. It's got Park Shin-hye, who I fucking love. If you watch K-dramas, I feel like you probably know who that is. She's very popular. She is very popular. But I really like this. I thought it was fun. I love that our guy was maintaining like a upload schedule. Like he's a like a I don't think how did I like lose the word? What's the Twitch streamer or something, or an equivalent of Twitch, I guess, in this universe. But he like streams games and has like some sort of a following that we know of. And I kind of love like throughout the movie he posts like little updates still, like even though like the world has ended and he's definitely has limited power, like we know this, he still manages to upload. It's really funny. Not seen Alive. It is on Netflix. I believe it's a Netflix original, which I'm going to guess yes, because it's the only place to watch it. I think it's a Netflix original. So you should be able to see it everywhere, theoretically. Theoretically. Got a strong virus zombie vibe, yeah. It happens so fast, it feels like a zombie, or feels like a virus zombie. Yep. It was on my list forever. Glad I finally got to watch it. Recommend. Alrighty. All of the like Asian ones I watched for the most part were all part of Azul's movie challenge, because that was the theme of this month. I thought it would be a good idea to finally check out the Attack on Titan movie. I've seen the anime and I really enjoyed it, and I just never got around to this. When I first saw the anime, this was like long before the movie ever came out, like the first season of the anime. So I remember being excited. I'm like, ooh, it's going to be a movie at some point. And then I feel like it came out, it came and it went. And by that time, I was kind of like over the Attack on Titan craze by then. So I never watched it. And so I was like, oh, why don't I watch it? It was so bad. It was so bad. It was so bad. And I feel like I could have had fun, like, in a hate watching it sort of way if it wasn't so goddamn long. Like, there's just so much of that movie where not a single fucking thing is happening, it feels like. And it was just no. And I was already in a grumpy mood because the only way I could watch it was with dubs. And if I'm gonna be a snob about anything, it's usually dubs. Because I feel like they're just never good, or at least I've only ever seen the really shit ones. And this was definitely a shit one. So I was already in a bad mood because I was like, I want to watch it with the subtitles, and I couldn't. Oh, it was so bad. It was so bad. The colossal titan, like right at the beginning, like the inciting incident when he like breaks through the wall and all the other titans come through, like already was so underwhelming. Like he sounded like a cat. Like it just was all over bad. Oh, hey Robert, saw this in the cinema. So silly. It's oh god, yeah. And this was just part 1. There's a part 2 to this. I think that's it. I don't know if it was by the same person. Oh yeah. Part 2. Part 2. So it's like all of what I watched was like barely anything. I don't know. It was just not good. It ends like, oh, actually that's probably spoilers. Never mind. No, I won't tell you where it ends. In case you want to watch the anime, which I liked the anime. If anyone wanted to watch that, never mind. I won't say where the movie ends. That's spoilers. Pass on this one. I would pass. Unless maybe you're watching it for like a movie night with friends and you're going in knowing it's going to be bad. It could be fun in that way. It could be fun in that way. The Sinking of Japan. Never seen it. And there's a hilarious parody of it called The Sinking of Everywhere Else But Japan. Oh, I'm so sorry you guys saw it in theaters though. I would have been legitimately mad if I had paid money for it. It happened to be, I think it was on Tubi where I saw it. All right, then I finally saw The Empty Man. I'm going to be honest, I don't fully know, or at least I don't think I fully know what was going on in this movie, but I mostly had a good time. It's hard to describe because like this summary is only like the first half of the movie, and then things get really fucking weird. I'll just say there's like a cult that have a fascination with reality and shaping reality, and it gets so weird. I thought it was just going to be like a creepy kind of like urban legend kind of vibe, you know, like you have this empty man character and you do like the ritual, you know, there's always a ritual, like stand in front of the mirror with the lights off and a candle. In this case, it's like standing on a bridge, blow into an empty bottle, like that whistly kind of noise. And then he comes for you or whatever. So I thought it was just going to be like an urban legend kind of vibe. And it totally turned into like not that. So yeah, I liked the first half of the movie a lot. I still don't really know if I like the second half, but it was entertaining. It was good, but a bit too long. It is so long. This movie was like, what, like 3 hours? How long was it? Doesn't it say here somewhere? 137 minutes. Okay, so maybe, okay, I don't know, maybe not 3 hours. It felt like 3 hours, okay? Might as well have been 3 hours. Empty Man has a Lovecraft vibe. Yeah, at the end. Thank you, Jacques. It gets like Lovecraftian at the end. That's a good way to describe it. There were parts I adored, but somehow it didn't feel like it worked as a cohesive whole. And Empty Man was Ben's number 3 of 2020. Nice. I'm not the biggest fan of like the Lovecraft vibes all the time. So maybe that's why the last half didn't really do it for me, but that's the fun of the Empty Man. You think it's a lame creepypasta until it goes full Lovecraft insane. I feel like I need to be told before I go into something that it's like Lovecraft vibes, then I can like mentally prepare myself. Because I feel like you can say that and that doesn't really spoil anything, because just saying it goes Lovecraftian could mean so many different things. Like you don't know what that means necessarily in the context of this movie. So I feel like I just need to know going in, and then I can prepare my brain. Thanks for stopping by, Mario. Appreciate it. Have a good night. Quite enjoyed it. Def not who expected. I liked being surprised. I normally do too, just not with Lovecraft. Have an interesting relationship with that vibe. All right, then just a quick fun one. I think we're all familiar with Cabin in the Woods. Probably. If you aren't, you're in for a treat if you haven't seen this yet. Highly recommend. This was a Patreon movie night. Watch this for. Just fun. So much fun to watch as a group. So much fun to watch as a group. It's fun to watch as a group with people who know what's going on and to comment on it. I watched it once with a bunch of my coworkers, none of whom had seen it before. Like they're just not horror fans like we all are, so they just hadn't seen it. So it was so fun watching them try and figure out what was happening. And they didn't really understand like the trope that they were kind of playing on, so I had to explain a little bit, but other than that, it was fun to watch them try and figure everything out. Meta horror is definitely interesting with people who don't necessarily understand the thing that they're being self-reflexive about. Just good. Film I got released in cinemas in Australia and New Zealand instead of going straight to wait. Instead of going straight to DVD. Oh, you're saying you got it. Okay, sorry. My brain was trying to work out the sentence. Okay, you got it released in Australia in theaters instead of going straight to DVD by being a total Karen. I'm sure that's not how that went. I'm sure you weren't being a total Karen. That's a very specific thing. I think that's probably a different context, but I love the energy. Loved it when watched with a group on rewatch and my own. My rating went down. Really? Interesting. I love it either way. Like I watch it all the time solo just because I think it's fun, but interesting that your rating went down afterwards. It's a great group watch though, like no lie. The elevator sequence is Chef's Kiss. Yes, absolutely love that. That's what I was most excited for because Halloween Horror Nights at Universal, they did Cabin in the Woods one year as one of their mazes, and that was the bit I was most looking forward to because of course you knew they were going to recreate that like elevator hall. Great, it was perfect. And then out of all the like horror movies in here, I watched Turning Red just because it was so cute. It was so cute. I mean, the film bros hated it, and so it instantly moved to like a priority watch. I was probably gonna watch it anyway because it just looks adorable. And I fucking love red pandas. They're the cutest thing. And then that whole like mess with the one guy reviewing it saying he couldn't relate to it because he's not a little Asian girl from Canada that was instantly like, okay, well, I'm definitely going to watch it now because yeah. And people complaining about like the one period joke in it. Never really got onto the fact that Turning Red was set in 2002 until the Tamagotchi scene. I didn't know it was set in a specific year, but it did take me a second to realize it wasn't present day. Also, they didn't really like, at least unless I missed it. Like if right at the beginning they give us the full-on year that this is supposed to be taking place, but the Tamagotchi definitely gave it away. Brought me back to 12 years old thinking I was so grown up yet hadn't had a clue. Yep, it was relatable if you relate to other human beings, which clearly that one reviewer doesn't have the ability to do that. Oh, so good. And Four Town, I mean, that song plays so many times in the movie. It is stuck on my head in repeat. And I haven't even like listened to it. Like I know there's an album and you can listen to it on Spotify and stuff, but I've only listened to it in the context of the movie, and I could sing it for you right now, but Disney would smack me down so hard with a copyright for doing that. Oh, my voice gets so scraggly just doing these. I haven't even been talking for that long. Alrighty. Then I watched Saint Maud, which was for Does This Offend You? It was like religion in horror. Religion was like the main theme. We try and have a theme. We talk about so many different things, and Does This Offend You? That I feel like the themes are kind of a moot point by now, but Saint Maud was one of the movies. Loved rewatching it. I just loved rewatching it. It was great. What else can I say? Boys for Now, greater than Four Town. Don't be starting fights in the comments, Mike. Saint Maud gets better every time I watch it. I love rewatching movies I've seen before for Does This Offend You? Like, it's one thing to watch one that I haven't seen already, which happens a lot with Does This Offend You? I don't. If I hear something's ultra disturbing, like it takes me a while to like build up the bravery to watch it. So a lot of Does This Offend You watches have been firsts for me. But I love rewatching ones for that stream because we go in watching it with a certain lens. So we're looking for certain things and we're looking at it super critically for our discussion. So it's always fun to rewatch something that I'm familiar with because I find so many new things. And it was a really great discussion. If you haven't checked out that episode of Does This Offend You? I feel like it was a really great discussion. I'm scared to watch Saint Maud. Don't be scared. I mean, it's a scary movie, but I think it's great. You're in for a treat if you decide to check it out. That's all I'll say. You're in for a treat. Need to watch it again to try and make more sense of the end. Yeah, I won't talk about it because there's at least one person that I can see for sure that hasn't seen it yet, and that ending is definitely one you don't want spoiled for you. Let me just tell you that. If you're going to check it out, don't look up the ending. Don't look up any reviews about it that are going to talk about the ending because you just need to watch it for yourself. It's so good. The ending is, I love the ending. Love that movie. All right. Then I went to go see X. I know everyone was talking about this movie. It's okay if you haven't seen it. We'll not talk spoilers. But interested to hear what you guys think. I still haven't, I've been slowly trying to weed through the reviews of this. I always wait until after I've seen the movie. But, Oh, did I have fun with this one? This one was super fun. X is my fave horror so far this year. I was going to say Me Too, but then I remember Scream came out at the beginning of this year also. I don't know. I feel like it's too early for me to be like ranking things yet. I can't wrap my head around what my favorite has been so far. I just save all of that till the end of the year. Still haven't been able to get to the theater to see it by the time I was ready. Oh no. Aw. That's what happened to me with Studio 666. I didn't get around to seeing it the first week it was out, and it turns out in my town it was the only week that it was out, and then I missed it. We'll talk about it for next month's wrap up, though. I haven't logged anything for April yet, except for Mike's movie, just so it wouldn't spoil for you guys. You wouldn't be able to see it. Although if you follow me on Letterboxd, you're going to see when I enter them after this stream anyway. So, oh no, Jackie. I'm sure it'll hit streaming soon. I feel like Studio 666 hit streaming pretty soon after, because that one came out in March also. Wasn't it like the week before this? So hopefully it'll show up soon. Definitely recommend. I'm gonna double check to see everything Ty West has directed. Everything I've seen that he's directed, I really enjoy. Which is 5 out of 15 movies, I guess. I've enjoyed everything I've watched of his so far. House of the Devil, Innkeepers, underrated. The Sacrament was also pretty good. And then segments and ABCs of Death. VHS I couldn't finish, so I don't know if the segment I watched was his segment, but I had to turn it off. But really, really enjoy his stuff so far. So that's just another one that I really like. Adore Innkeepers. Yes, Mike. Yes. I feel like nobody ever talks about that one. It's all about the House of the Devil, and right now, it's all about X. But the Innkeepers is so good. I love that movie. It's so fucking scary. Glenn, you're in for a treat. House of the Devil and the Innkeepers for sure. For sure. Just watched the Innkeepers today. Yeah, I was pretty spooked. I was surprised by how scared I got in that. I love haunted house or haunted places sort of thing, and that one just really got under my skin. Loved him in You're Next. Oh my god, his character in You're Next is so good. Shauna, let's be real. Vicky, your fave for this year will be Scream either ways. That's not necessarily true, Shauna. You never know. It could be Halloween Ends. That comes out this year, right? I don't actually remember. The other one got pushed back, so I don't know if that meant that this last one is getting delayed. It really helps the joke I just made by over explaining it afterwards. Okay, then I watched Thelma, which was for Macabrella's movie challenge, and I fucking loved this movie. I mean, I don't know if anyone else has seen this, but I fucking loved it. Halloween Ends is still on track for this year. Okay. Gotcha. Thank you. I could have looked it up. But I have Mike in the chat, so why would I? Really enjoyed Thelma. Was not what I was expecting. Me neither. I didn't really know what to expect going in. Like, all I read was this little synopsis, so I'm like, okay. She has like some sort of powers. But I didn't know that there's like some sort of like meeting that you have to have when you come out to get your superpowers, because I didn't realize this was sapphic, and I was like, yes. Yes. This is what I wanted. What was the movie that I didn't like that was sapphic? And it was a period piece. This is not a period piece, but what the fuck was it called? The Last Thing Mary Saw. This is what I wanted that to be. Like powerful sapphics, just beating down anybody that is like, no, you can't be gay. That's all I'm gonna say without without giving anything else in the movie away. But sapphics with superpowers. That is my new favorite genre. Never heard of this. I'm so lost. I was way behind the boat on watching this. So she's sapphic. She's got inexplicable powers. Things get weird. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. Just added The Innkeeper's House of the Devil and Thelma to my Tubi watch list. Then it is on Tubi, isn't it? Yeah. All right. So if you're in the US, it's on Tubi. You don't have an excuse. It's free. Everyone be sure to check out The Innocence 2021. His next film after Thelma. Really? Was that the... Wait. Oh, has it not come out yet? I'm confused. Why doesn't it show up? Am I looking at the wrong person? It's not the wrong. As a writer. Oh. Maybe there's some sort of mistake in here. Probably wouldn't be the first time. Okay. I love how I'm just still clicking things that I'm just going to have to back out of. Tubi's horror collection is kind of insane. Tubi... I feel like people are finally like coming around to like how awesome Tubi is, and I'm here for it. Tubi's great. Going to see The Worst Person in the World on Monday. Is that a movie, or you're actually going to go see The Worst Person in the World? Maybe I have the wrong person. That's okay. Let's find out. We're taking a field trip. Taking a field trip. This one? 2021? Is it the same country, maybe? I don't know if Thelma is Norwegian. Ooh, also hidden powers. Okay. This might be a good double feature. That's a film you were thinking of. Well, Robert recommends this one, so we're putting it on the screen. The Innocence. 4 children become friends during the summer holidays, and out of sight of the adults, they discover they have hidden powers. Ooh, while exploring their newfound abilities in the nearby forest and playgrounds, their innocent play takes a dark turn and strange things begin to happen. Sounds fucking creepy. Put on the watch list. Now I just want to see if it's can't remember what language exactly they were speaking. So I don't remember stuff like that. Oh, Norwegian and Swedish. Okay, so that might be why. Same language. Easy mistake. It is the same director. Is it? I thought this one had a different Joachim Trier. Huh? Maybe there's a glitch or something. Eskil. I can't pronounce his last name. Wrote both. Okay. There's overlap somewhere. We So you weren't wrong, Robert. You weren't wrong. If you click the Innocence and click director, it shows up. That's weird. Oh, why didn't it show up? This is a very strange maybe am I clicking it wrong? Maybe I'm oh, there's the writer. Okay. Interesting. Okay. And look, there's the worst person in the world. Could be multiple directors for one and not the other. Maybe. I'm clearly going insane. There could be something wrong with my Letterboxd. Crew, director. Oh no, it just lists the one. I mean, there he is as a producer also, and they were both writers on this. Mystery. It could be something wrong with, I don't know, maybe because I'm sharing my screen or something went. The point is, the Innocence is also something that Robert recommends. That was the whole point of that. We're just trying to stretch to an hour, folks, and Robert was a plant. So he was just helping me out. Okay, just two more quickly to get through here. The Exorcism of Emily Rose was the other movie we talked about for Does This Offend You? If you haven't seen this one, I really like it. Watching it with the Does This Offend You lens on. I don't want to say ruined it for me, but there were definitely things I didn't think about when watching this movie before that Does This Offend You made me think about. And yeah, not a fan of like the director and his reasons for making this at the time of him making the behind the scenes stuff for the DVD. So I don't know if his stuff has changed. Thanks for coming, Jackie. Have that in my list, but still haven't gotten around to it. Exorcism of Emily Rose. Ooh, you're in for a treat. Honestly, if you watch it for nothing else, yes, Glenn, Jennifer Carpenter is great in this movie. The like physicality of her performance alone is so good. So good. She's unreal. She is unreal. Like, and I know you're an actor, Shauna, so I feel like you would really appreciate her performance in this. If this is in fact the movie you were talking about and not one of the previous ones we were talking about. It's hard to tell with the chat, with the delay, so I could just be like talking at you and you're like, Vicky, I've already seen this. All right. And then last one. They were mostly all good watches this month, except for fucking Attack on Titan, Incarnate, and then this one. That I gave a 1-star rating. I'm still not entirely sure if this is a parody or like it's meant to be bad and funny, because there were parts of this movie that were genuinely so funny, and I don't know if I was just being an asshole. Or they intended it to be funny. Okay, you were talking about Emily Rose. Okay, I have my notepad out. I just feel like you would really appreciate it. But the doll. This is like it borrows so heavily from like Annabelle and The Conjuring, like the first Conjuring movie, which is what made me think it was a parody. Because for the most part, it's kind of literally just taking directly from those two movies. Um, it was not good. This is a whole franchise, though. Um, the doll. Yeah, yeah, I don't know. I was hoping maybe somebody in the chat would have like some insight as to whether this is supposed to be funny or not. If it's not, I kind of feel like a dick for laughing at it so much. There were parts that were so genuinely funny in this. Like, I thought it had to be like a comedy. I think I saw the doll if I remember correctly. It looked like it was filmed in small towns community theater. Never seen it, never watched that one. I can't necessarily say I recommend it. It's on Netflix, at least in the US, so you may be able to check it out if you want to. Yeah, it was a thing. I mean, I lost it at the fact that I don't feel as bad for spoiling. It's not a huge spoiler, but like this doll in the picture, um she doesn't like haunt a tree, but she kind of haunts a tree. And really the whole like inciting incident is that like the couple in the movie, like the boyfriend is like a contractor or something, and they cut down the doll's tree, and so she comes and haunts them. Do you see what I mean though? Like I'm like that had to be on purpose. Like they had to know how funny that was. They had to know how funny that was. Like it's a tree. She like you have to keep the doll in the tree, and that's what keeps her not haunting people. I lost my mind. Um she was just all about not cutting down trees. I feel like she was just misunderstood. What the hell? Yep. More haunting tree movies. I almost peed myself when that part came on. Like it was the funniest thing. Like how easy to defeat a haunted doll. Just let her sit in her fucking tree. That's all she wanted to do. I wish I was joking, but that's legitimately the inciting incident of the movie is they cut down her fucking tree. Um, don't cut down trees, people. You never know. You never know. Okay, that's the moral of the story. Environmental queen. Yes. We stand. I can't remember what her name is. It's not Annabelle, but that's basically who she is. It's on Netflix if you want to watch it. It feels like it's about 3 hours long, but it is a normal length movie. Maybe watch it with friends for a good time. They cut down a tree and open a gate to hell. No, they just cut down a tree and make the doll super angry. That's all. That's all that happened. I wish I was kidding, but that's like legitimately that's the movie. And then it's The Conjuring and Annabelle from there. That's what happens. The one time UK Netflix has a movie, and that's also on US Netflix, and it's this movie. You have to watch it then. You have to watch it. Okay. The tag along is a halfway decent environmental horror. Ooh, the tag along. Before I end it out, let me look at it. The tag along. Devilfish. Wait, no. Go back. Devilfish. That one's going on my watch list. Do I have to watch these in order? Because I kind of just want to watch Devilfish. A story about a video of a group of people going hiking and a mysterious little girl in red in a red dress following them. Okay, super simple. All right. The uninvited can only be seen when you're tagged along. I don't know if that doesn't make any sense or Google Translate did us dirty with that tagline there. Seen the first two. You haven't seen Devilfish? I mean, if I'm just looking at all three of these, my eye immediately drawn to Devilfish. Spirit medium is called to exorcise a demon from a possessed man. He is unknowingly captured in the act by two students looking to document the process. When the students accidentally release the devilfish demon into the world, it is up to them and the spirit medium to send it back to the hellish world from where it came. I mean, it's a fucking devilfish. Sounds awesome. There's no way these other two can be as good as a demon fish. Yeah, no, the rest of these sound boring. Devilfish is where it's at. That's what we're adding to the watch list. Yep. Devilfish watch party. I mean, I'd be down. Hopefully, we really don't have to see the other two to understand what's going on. I somehow feel like we don't have to. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's all I had. Already, I can tell you just from what I haven't logged yet, April wrap up will definitely be a lot more movies. I can tell you that. But yeah, that's all I watched in March. If there's anything you guys want to mention really quick that you watched this month that you really liked, now is the time. I should have looked to see if Devilfish. Okay, while I wait for the chat to catch up, let me see if Devilfish is on Netflix. If it's on the Netflix, in most places, we could do like a Netflix party. Damn it. It's not. It's on Tubi, though. It is on Tubi. I feel like Tubi needs a watch party function now. All of them have a watch party function. I feel like Tubi needs one. Everything Everywhere All at Once. Really loved it. That one looks so fun. And it looks like it quite possibly could make me cry. I don't know why it gives me those vibes, but I feel like it might pull at my heartstrings a little bit. Watched Eden Lake. Oh, yeah, that one was a tough one for me. Finally saw Scream 2022. Yay! Woo woo. Could 100% make you cry. Okay. The trailer just gave me those vibes. I was like, there's going to be some like existential reason for why she's being pulled into these different realities, and it's going to kind of be like sad or like heartwarming or something, and I'm going to tear up. No, does this offend you? I'm offended. Not all the streams or does this offend you? Although I do appreciate the nightmare fuel. Thank you very much. Thank you. I mean, if all of them could be does this offend you, let's be honest, we probably would do that. We have a lot of fun. I say we, like Emma's not here to corroborate this. I have a lot of fun doing does this offend you. Emma can speak for herself. Just watched a movie called All My Friends Hate Me. It's pretty good. Also, the show Tokyo Vice. Never heard of it. Shows. It takes me forever to get into shows. Oh, a lot of All My Friends Hate Me, which isn't really horror, but was good. Okay. We'll have to check it out then. Woo! Well, all right. Let's see what's coming up. If you're a patron, we have game night tomorrow. And then Monday, will be I literally just filmed it today. What was it? Young adult book, like horror book and graphic novel recommendations video. Oh, we got some more movies here. Saw a film at South by Southwest called Emergency and was so great. Also, found footage horror that turns into Evil Dead called Deadstream. Ooh, Deadstream. I feel like that was like a missed opportunity for somebody's YouTube channel. Yes, game night. Yep, that'll be tomorrow for the patrons. A famous Serbian horror film that I will probably never watch unless we do it for Does This Offend You. That'll probably be the only time. Okay. Thank you guys so much for coming. I will talk to you guys super soon. Next stream is Does This Offend You, which will be on my channel. So there you go. Does This Offend You coming up at the end of the month. All right. Have a good night, you guys. Thank you for coming. Thank you for all the nightmare fuel. I'll talk to you later.